Dear Form 1 students, now we are talking about the Unit 6 Master as Particles, and this time we are talking about the evidence for the particle theory. Okay, and do you remember last time we have talked about the particle theory? We know that everything is may come from the particles, and for example, from the Barnier motion, scientists have done many experiments and find a lot of evidence to support the idea of particles. As you remember last time, we are talking about the particles are very small. Different matter is made up of different particles, and different particles have different sizes and masses. Particles are moving all the time, and there are empty spaces between particles, and all matter is made up of particles. This point is very important. But you may ask us, okay, do you know that the particles is existing in the world? Because particles are far too small to be seen. Therefore, we only do the experiment to provide evidence to support the particle theory. Let's show the first experiment to you. Can you smell the perfume contained in a balloon? Let's see the video now.
Your teacher will show you a balloon with a few drops of perfume inside. Your teacher will pass the balloon around the class. Can you smell the perfume? What does the above result show us about the perfume particles?
Be curious why we can smell the perfume outside outside the balloon. Because the perfume is in the balloon, but why we can smell? Because we closed the balloon already. Okay, therefore we can smell it. Why? Because the perfume particle can pass through the balloon wall and go outside. Why? Let's see the model. This is the balloon wall. Okay, the balloon wall is made up of a lot of large balloon particle. This is the balloon particle. And inside the balloon, we add the perfume. Perfume particle is very small. This is the perfume particle. And we have talked about that the particle, between particle, there's a lot of space here. And the perfume particle can pass through the balloon particle and go to the outside. 咁我哋頭先都講過，氣球其實好多個唔同嘅 particle 所組成，但係中間係有空間嘅，所以嗰啲香水嘅粒子、香水嘅 particle 就可以經過咗 balloon 嘅 particle 之間嘅空位咧，係走咗出去嘅。And therefore, the perfume particle, some perfume particle is go outside, and then we can smell the perfume. Therefore, let's finish the answer. The wall of the balloon is made up of 係組成 made up of the particles, and there are spaces. 有好多空間係 between these particles. The perfume particles are small enough to pass through these spaces and go outside. Okay, let's see. As you remember that there is 6 points of the particle theory. Which main points of the particle theory does the evidence from this experiment support? Okay, all matter is made up of particle. That's right, because we are made up of particle, and therefore we can explain why the perfume particle can go outside through the spaces between the balloon particles. And particles are very small. And there are empty spaces between the particles, and particles are moving all the time. But can we show that different matter is made up of different particles? This experiment cannot show it. And different particles have different sizes and mass. Also, this experiment cannot show it. balloon inside. Let's see another experiment. Does the total volume change when water and alcohol are mixed? Okay, let's see the video first.
Part A. Mixing the liquids. Fill 2 measuring cylinders, one with 50 cubic centimeters of water and the other with 50 cubic centimeters of alcohol. If the water and alcohol are mixed, what do you think the total volume will be? Now mix the water and the alcohol. What is the total volume? Repeat the previous step by using 2 cylinders of 50 cubic centimeters of water. What is the total volume? Part B. Mixing marbles and ping pong balls. Your teacher will show you a beaker containing some ping pong balls. Your teacher will add some marbles to the beaker and then mix the marbles and the ping pong balls. What do you observe?
Okay. If you look at the video, you can see that when you mix the water and the alcohol, the total volume is smaller than 100 cm cube and usually about 97 to 98 centimeter cube. Okay, but using the 2 cylinders of the 50 cubic centimeter, the total volume is 100 cubic centimeter. And the part B, the experiment, mixing of the marbles and the ping pong balls. Okay, and what you can see in the video. Okay, you can see the marble is a very small in size and the marbles get into the spaces between the ping pong ball. Okay, let's see why we do the experiment and what we can show us. Water and alcohol are different size. The water particles are smaller and therefore the water particles may get into the spaces between the larger alcohol particles. Therefore the total volume is less than the sum of the volume of the 2 liquids before they are mixed. 咁由於咧水同埋 alcohol 酒精嘅撈埋咗一齊之後咧，由於水嘅 particles 咧係比較細，佢哋咧就會進入咗咧 water 同埋 alcohol 之間嘅空間裏邊，即係話 alcohol 本身比較大粒嘅，啲水嘅 particle 咧，佢哋就可以咧走咗入去 alcohol 嗰度，所以令到佢哋嘅 total volume 咧係比原本咧係會少咗㗎。Therefore, in the experiment, what we can show that all particles is made up of particle because this is the particle theory, and then there are empty spaces between particle. And in this experiment, different matter is made up of different particle because we can know that alcohol and water is different particle, and different particles have different sizes and small. And for example, alcohol is larger in size, but water is smaller in size. Now, in the experiment 6.2 and 6.3, we show the evidence to support the particle theory. Now, we have our law of experiment to show it. And therefore, particle theory is widely accepted. 而家咧呢個咧粒子理論咧已經係廣泛嘅接受㗎啦。It can use to explain many properties of matter. 佢可以幫我哋解釋好多咧物質嘅一啲特性同埋 phenomena 一啲現象。Okay, in the first experiment, can you smell the perfume contained in a balloon? 咁我哋可唔可以聞到喺個氣球裏邊嘅香水呢？我哋可以 show 到咧，佢哋咧有幾個特質嘅，所有嘢都係由 particle 所組成啦。particle 嚟講咧係好細粒，佢哋咧 particle 之間有好多空間，而且 particle 係會周圍走嘅。而我哋嗰個實驗將兩樣嘢撈埋一齊嘅話咧，第一都係我哋解釋到所有嘢都由 particle 所組成啦。particle 之間有空間，但係我哋可以睇到唔同嘅物質咧有唔同嘅 particle 嘅大細㗎。Therefore, the scientists have found many evidence from the experiment to support the particle theory. Now, let's do the checkpoint 6.2 first. Peter has drawn the diagram on the right to show the particles in a mixture of alcohol and water. Let's look at the picture first. Point out two mistakes in the diagram. Okay, first of all, if you look at the diagram, the water particle and alcohol particle should be different size, because from the experiment 6.3 we know that the particles are different size, and therefore when they are mixing and the volume is smaller than the total volume. And another mistake, the space between particle are empty and should not be labeled air. Air is not empty. Remember. Okay, each of the following situations can be explained some point of particle. What are they? Let's see. For the grill grate, where are you? I'm coming. You can smell the smell. For example, below point 1, because all things are made up of particle, and point 4, particles are moving all the time. Okay, the leakage of the air from the balloon. You can see that the balloon is smaller. For that, this is the point 1, point 2, point 3, and point 4. That means that all matter is made up of particles. Particles are very small. There are empty spaces between particles, and particles are moving all the time. For the section D, as we know that there are different types of particles, and we always say the particle, but in fact, particle is very simple concept. In fact, they can divide it into two concepts. One we call atom, 原子, and another we call molecule, 分子. This is a little bit difficult, and let's show how to explain to you. 嗱，呢度咧係有啲難嘅，咁希望咧我哋一陣嘅解釋咧大家會明白嘅。好啦，其實咧我哋講過嘅喎，我哋咧其實咧大家咧全世界嚟講咧，大約咧就有118種嘅唔同嘅 atoms 嘅。咁可能你會問 atoms 係由啲乜嘢嚟咧？咁咧就係話其實我哋遲啲咧你會讀到中三嘅化學，我哋知道咧裏邊咧會含有一啲我哋叫做 proton 質子啦、neutron 中子，同埋有好多咧電子圍住嗰樣嘢。呢三樣嘅基本組成就會造成 atom， 而世界上只係得118種嘅啫，而得幾十種咧係經常世界上存在嘅。咁但係咧，其餘嗰啲咧都係佢嘅組合而組成嘅喎。咁佢哋點組合咧？就多過一個 atoms 咧就可以組成嘅咯喎。例如 water 嚟講咧，其實係由兩個 hydrogen atom 加一個嘅 oxygen atom 所組成嘅。例如我哋講過嘅葡萄糖 glucose 葡萄糖咧係由6個 carbon atom、12個 hydrogen atom 同埋6個 oxygen atom 所組成。而我哋人體嚟講，好多時都係由 carbon、hydrogen 同 oxygen 所組成嘅喎。咁所以其實咧，我哋呢啲嚟講咧，凡將啲組合而成嘅嘢咧，我哋可以叫做 molecule。中文嚟講咧，我哋叫分子。咁所以世界上所有嘅嘢咧，都係由呢啲咁嘅組合而造成嘅。而我哋講翻啦喎 ，atoms and molecules are two different type of particle making together, and their size is different。咁佢哋嘅大細咧都會有啲唔同嘅喎。嗱，例如我哋講 hydrogen 嘅單位嚟講，你如果當1嘅話，佢嘅重量咧大係1個單位；而水嚟講咧，佢個長度咧應該長一啲，但係佢嘅 mass 佢嘅質量嚟講咧又會重一啲。所以唔同嘢咧係有唔同嘅質量嘅喎。所以 for example， 點解 carbon dioxide 我哋話點解佢哋會喺可以嚟做滅火咧？因為佢哋個 mass 嚟講係比較大，咁佢哋咧就會好容易喺空氣之中咧就沉落底㗎啦，或者我哋正確啲就密度會比較高。咁所以咧唔同物質嚟講咧都會有唔同嘅大細同埋重量。I hope all of you should know that from this part should know that there are different type of particle and different particle have different sizes and mass. Okay, next week we have learned the 3 states of matter. See you next week. Bye.